History of mindfulness. Mindfulness, often referred to as a state of focused awareness, has gained immense popularity in recent years as a means of reducing stress, improving mental well-being, and enhancing overall quality of life. This ancient practice, rooted in Eastern philosophies, has a rich history that spans over 2 millennia. To truly appreciate the significance of mindfulness in contemporary society, we must embark on a journey through time, exploring its origins, development, and transformation into the widely embraced concept we know today. The origins of mindfulness. The roots of mindfulness can be traced back to the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, in ancient India around 2,500 years ago. The Buddhist teachings emphasized the importance of meditation as a path to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. Central to this path was the practice of mindfulness, known as sati in Pali and smrti in Sanskrit. In its earliest form, mindfulness was an integral component of Buddhist meditation. The Buddha taught his followers to observe their breath, bodily sensations, and mental states with unwavering attention. This process of self-observation was aimed at developing insight, vipassana, into the nature of existence and the impermanence of all things. The goal was to achieve a state of enlightenment, nirvana, by transcending the cycle of suffering and rebirth. The transmission of mindfulness as Buddhism spread across Asia. Mindfulness practices were transmitted to various cultures and adapted to fit different spiritual traditions. In China, for example, the practice of mindfulness evolved into what is now known as Chan Buddhism, which later became Zen Buddhism in Japan. These Zen masters emphasized direct experience over scriptural knowledge and utilized mindfulness as a means of achieving enlightenment. In parallel, mindfulness practices also found their way into Hinduism and other contemplative traditions. The common thread among these diverse traditions was the cultivation of awareness and the recognition of the transformative power of mindfulness. Mindfulness in the West. The introduction of mindfulness to the Western world can be attributed to various historical and cultural influences. One of the earliest encounters occurred through the efforts of scholars and explorers who ventured to Asia and brought back knowledge of Eastern philosophies and practices. However, it wasn't until the mid-20th century that mindfulness gained broader attention in the West. This period marked the beginning of a mindfulness revolution that would eventually reshape the way we understand and practice mindfulness today. The role of Jon Kabat-Zinn. Known a pivotal figure in the popularization of mindfulness in the West is Jon Kabat-Zinn. In 1979, Kabat-Zinn founded the Stress Reduction Clinic at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, where he developed a secular and scientifically grounded program known as Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction (MBSR). MBSR combined mindfulness meditation with principles of cognitive behavioral therapy to help individuals manage chronic pain, stress, and various psychological conditions. This program marked a significant departure from the traditional religious and spiritual contexts in which mindfulness had been practiced for centuries. Kabat-Zinn's approach made mindfulness accessible to people of all backgrounds, and his work laid the foundation for the integration of mindfulness into mainstream healthcare. The Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction (MBSR) program consists of an 8-week course that teaches participants various mindfulness techniques, including body scans, sitting meditation, and mindful movement, often in the form of yoga. The program's core principles include non-judgment, acceptance, and living in the present moment. Participants are encouraged to cultivate a non-reactive awareness of their thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. The success of MBSR in improving the mental and physical well-being of participants led to the development of other mindfulness-based interventions. These include mindfulness-based cognitive therapy (MBCT) for preventing depression relapse and mindfulness-based relapse prevention (MPRP) for individuals recovering from addiction. Scientific validation and neuroscientific research. The growing popularity of mindfulness in the West prompted extensive scientific research to understand its effects on the brain and mental health. Neuroimaging studies have revealed that mindfulness meditation can lead to structural and functional changes in the brain associated with improved attention, emotional regulation, and stress reduction. Moreover, studies have shown that mindfulness-based interventions can be effective in treating a wide range of mental health issues, including anxiety disorders, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and even chronic pain. The evidence-based nature of these interventions has further solidified mindfulness as a valuable tool in the field of psychology and healthcare. Mindfulness goes mainstream over the past few decades, Mindfulness has transcended its origins in healthcare settings and has permeated various aspects of contemporary culture. It has been embraced in education, with mindfulness programs implemented in schools to enhance students' focus, emotional regulation, and overall well-being. In the corporate world, mindfulness programs have emerged as a means of reducing workplace stress and enhancing productivity. Notably, numerous celebrities and public figures have publicly endorsed mindfulness practices, further propelling its popularity. Media coverage, best-selling books, and smartphone apps have all contributed to the mainstreaming of mindfulness, making it a household concept. Controversies and critiques as mindfulness has gained popularity, it has also faced criticism and controversies. Some argue that the secularization of mindfulness has stripped it of its spiritual and ethical dimensions, reducing it to a mere tool for stress reduction and performance enhancement. Critics contend that this secular approach commodifies mindfulness, turning it into a marketable product. Furthermore, concerns have been raised about the potential for mindfulness to be used as a form of McMindfulness, where it is superficially adopted in ways that prioritize individual well-being over societal change and social justice. These debates highlight the tension between the traditional, contemplative roots of mindfulness and its modern, consumer-oriented adaptation. The future of mindfulness as mindfulness continues to evolve in the West, it is at a crossroads. It has the potential to be a powerful force for personal transformation, mental health, and well-being. However, its future also depends on how it navigates the challenges of commercialization, secularization, and cultural appropriation. In the coming years, mindfulness is likely to remain a subject of scientific research, revealing more about its mechanisms and potential applications. It may continue to find its way into schools, workplaces, and healthcare systems, helping individuals lead more balanced and fulfilling lives. Ultimately, the future of mindfulness will be shaped by how society chooses to integrate it into the fabric of everyday life, recognizing both its individual and collective potential. This integration may require a return to some of its traditional ethical and spiritual roots, while adapting to the needs and aspirations of the contemporary world. Conclusion: the history of mindfulness is a journey that spans millennia, from its origins in the teachings of the Buddha to its modern-day integration into Western culture. Its evolution from a religious practice to a secular tool for well-being reflects the adaptability and resilience of this ancient wisdom. As mindfulness continues to influence the way we approach our lives, it is essential to remember its deep roots in compassion, self-awareness, and the pursuit of a more meaningful existence. Whether practiced in the context of spirituality or science, mindfulness offers a path to greater self-understanding and, ultimately, a more harmonious relationship with the world around us. Its history reminds us that the quest for mindfulness is a timeless endeavor, one that holds the potential to transform both individuals and society as a whole.